Thanks guys for joining. Much appreciated. Just taking part of random stuff, guys. Just a load of stuff I have to get through. So I'm taking it all apart. Nice silver buttons there to be had. And here's another one as well. Silver has got up in price too, so why wouldn't you want to be getting it? You know, gather it all up, guys. All this, all silver in this. So we'll just get all that together, cut off all the silver buttons, and throw them into the vial. The way I won't lose them. Bits of copper, bits of brass, just a normal household plug or socket. That's all it is, to make sure and take off all the silver off it. It does add up, all this silver adds up big time, like, see that? Big time. quite cold at the moment here in Ireland, guys. 2 degrees at the moment out there. They're giving -2 again. The night is out. She's dipping all right. Steel. This here is steel and brass going through it. Just screw that all off. Thanks for joining, guys. Please hit the like, share and subscribe button if you wouldn't mind. Much appreciated. So brass, nice clean brass, you know what I mean? Clean, good clean brass, guys. Okay, brass paper now ready for that. And these are copper, bits of copper. You always get a couple of extra bits of everything in when you go through it. I mean, bits of copper. Plastic. These here, go through them there and break them down. Just hit out them. They're aluminium. Right, get out all them. And we go through some of these plugs as well. Okay, these ones. Cables and all that. Just hit the top of them, see what's in them. Right. So all we have to do, random stuff like break it down. Sundays. And then we'll come off then, just squeeze the rest of this into the vise, and then we have to get off all the top of the plugs. No bother. And there you are, nice. The silver RS, just a spring, but nice bits of brass there to be pulled off. Okay. And that's just a bit of plastic. Just a tiny bit of spore down there in it. Electronic Strapper, thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining. Much appreciated, how are you all? Thank you. Just a bit of copper here, just a tiny bit of copper is all. This here has a, as you can see, little tiny bit of aluminium, and here you have a MOSFET, bit of copper here, another MOSFET which is copper, and just a bit of wire. That's all. This here I'm going to bit out now and show you what's in it. All I do is a small little pliers, and just hit it down like this, just the top of this, to right down through it, pull out the aluminium sticks out of it, and then we'll show you what's in it. Very cold at the moment over here, Electronic Scrapper. Very cold, the weather is very cold. It's dipping a lot, as the fella says. They're giving it warm enough during the week again, but that's the way it's meant to go. So pull these apart like so. These can go back down like this. Push them back down through the middle of it. It's only aluminium there. So there's little tiny little bits of alley. Thanks for joining, guys. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel if you wouldn't mind. There's the nice bits of aluminium, guys. Just a little bit of aluminium piping is all. Then just go into your aluminium. Aluminium is €1 a kilo today. Bits of aluminium is out there. And then we'll go into one of these and show you what's in these. Sometimes they open nice and handy, sometimes they're devils. As you can see now, she's starting to open. And there's plastic. And as you can see, nice copper. Okay, and very nice copper in that. Inch of snow on the ground, wow. That'd be in Ireland, that'd shut down the country. There's just a haven for snow over here. Just shut down the whole country, it would. An inch of snow, there'd be nothing open. And that's the truth. They just wants to get snow to say, whoa, we can't go open that. Just don't know how to handle it. So as you can see, this here is false copper. False copper. As the fella says, it's not copper. I can't believe it's not copper, says you. This here is copper, alright. This here is tiny little bit of tin coated copper. And this is a shred. So there's 3 or 4 different things on that. Just a matter of breaking them all down fully. And just the way to do it. Get as much as you can out of everything, guys. Bit of copper. Bit of steel. And another bit of steel. And in here we have a tiny bit of copper. Here is tiny, see this here where it's coated here, where it's shining, and that is a little scalp of silver, I would think, up on the top of this here. Right where it's riveted together, I would think. Electronic scrapper, am I right there with that or not? I nearly think it is a tiny scalp of silver on them. Now in fairness, they don't have that tiny bit of solder on it for nothing. Right through, going through here. So back of this come off of this here, then it bend off this here, and this is tin coated copper on this side. So I just take that off and put it into my copper. Like this. Okay, and that adds up big time, guys. Tin coated copper adds up big time. Like, look at that, all that is tin coated copper. Every bit of it. Then we just pull off this here, take out that little bit of plastic of it, bend back this here, which is only, this is shred as well, as I was saying. And there you are, nice little real number 2 copper to be had. Okay. And this here is again shred, so that can go into your shred pile, as it is false copper, and this is shred. Okay. And here we have some tin coated copper again, which is joined onto a tiny bit of steel right here, like that. It's all a matter of going through everything with your little magnet, a handy dandy magnet, guys, and just get everything out into its own rightful pots. That's all I do, is fill up little tubs like this, and fill up little tubs like that, and just put a lid on them, close them off, and bring them like that to the yard. Okay, so just a couple of these here to be broke down. Get out your little bit of alley. Tiny bit of aluminium in it, but look at, aluminium adds up. Put it in there. Pull this apart like so. Thank you for joining from Poland. Thank you so much. Much appreciated for coming into that live tonight. plastic, and then again a big ball of stuff again, as you can see. This here is a weird color to me. This one here, if you can look closely at, it's a wicked color. Like, it just doesn't look like brass. If you can look at it there, see the difference in the color of it. It just doesn't look like brass, whatever it is. And it's non-stick to a magnet, but it's not possible that it's gold, because I just think it's I don't know what it is, to be honest with you, but it's a weird color, and it's just, to me, it doesn't look like brass, if you understand me what I'm trying to say. But it's weird. The color is weird. Like, brass is a real off color, you know what I mean? Yeah, we got there a bit of brass to show you. Oh, there's another one again. Look, see that? They're really shiny. You can see that. I don't know what it is, because it doesn't even look like brass, because brass is real, you know, it's real duller. Like, let's see. This is brass, right? Top of that is brass. But this here is real shiny. I don't know what it is. If you look at it there, I'll have to test that somewhere and see. Thank you, Living Off Scraps, for coming in there. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. So, just taking off all these tiny little bits of copper and tiny bits of stuff, and you know what I mean, brass and everything else. Just sorting it all out. Bit of tin coated copper here on steel. Just a matter of pulling it all off. Hi, Living Scraps. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. Much appreciated, oh yeah. Bit of tin coated copper again there. Really appreciate every one of you coming in. Just hit that like button, guys, when you come in, if you wouldn't mind. As to say, random stuff, guys. That's all I'm taking apart tonight. Everything and anything they like, get out my way. Bit of brass there now. This here is a bit of false copper. See that? No good. This here is riveted in, as you can see. So I reckon this top of this is a bit of silver. I'll have to try it with a bit of bleach. We'll try it, don't worry, we will try it. Just here then we pull off this, like so. And then you have a nice little reel of copper. Look at that, good thick copper, guys. Number 2 copper, €6.50 a kilo today. This here is a bit of shred, and on the back of that is tin coated copper. Right there, that's tin coated copper. Sideways. Just catch that in the vise and give it a little whisker off there. What's the weather like in Poland at the moment? Bit of tin coated copper. a shred. I use another box. I'll just get another tin box there for that shred, guys. These hooks these are ideal. I use all these for putting the shred into. They're ideal. You know what I mean? Like, ideal they are. But the shred into them, and they are number 2 copper. Number 2 copper. And there's another one here to come off. So take off that, pull this forward, pull out that little pin of it, bend this over here, and then we get off another dump of number 2 copper, like so. And on this side is copper number 2. Number 2 copper. That bucket is nearly full now, or that pot is nearly full with number 2 copper, and that'll let me turn into another bucket. Be surprised the weight is in that, guys. There's well over nearly 3 kilo in that now at the moment, in tin coated copper. I mean, it adds up big time, guys. It adds up big time. This is just a bore power supply off of a laptop. There's not really much to be surprised in it, but when it's here to be broken, it has to be broken. Stiffy, very stiff this one. They usually go with just one snap. This one is well joined together. Probably a bit of glue and rubbish and everything like that in it. How are you all doing, guys? Are you scrapping at the moment, or what are you up to? Tell you one thing, this one is really joined together. They're never as hard as that to take apart. You know, as they say, the struggle is real. Tiny bit of aluminium here, sheet alley. That's a messy yoke to take apart. This one is messy. They're never ever like this. This is a very plastic is even like, doesn't even rip like plastic, if you understand me. It's just complete and utterly rubbish. I never get trouble with these yokes, never. One slap and they just come apart on me. Look at that. Just a bit of copper or aluminium here. Put off the plastic. Tiny bit of sheet alley. And then in here you have your load of, oh my god, look at this. This is what I was saying before, guys. Everything nowadays is completely ruined. A bit of aluminium as well, it's okay, that's okay. Bit of plastic, but look at all the silicone on this. Look at the thickness of that silicone, like. This is like everything is ruined. It's gone very hard for the scrapper to get a bit of stuff back out of stuff nowadays. It's more time consuming, like to take apart stuff. If you know yourself, I'm on about. Like, I mean, you have to get off clean boards and clean this and clean that, and I mean. So in here with tiny 2 or 3 little tiny bits of wire, singleton wire, bits of brass. This here is a tinchy bit of aluminium, and holding on that onto the aluminium is a tiny little MOSFET. So 11 inches of snow. Wow. 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, we're Celsius over here, and they're giving -2 tonight, Celsius. Well, you feel it in the shed at the moment, but I don't mind. I work away in little MOSFET there, guys. A little MOSFET, as I say, this here is a tiny bit of aluminium, tiny bit of steel on the aluminium to come off it. Bend that off like this, should come off it. Some days. My yard only takes these a shred now anymore. They won't take them anymore. There's too much rubbish in them, so I just throw that into the shred pile. Take off these little tiny little blue M&M, as I call them, and that go into a silver recovery, like so. Thanks, guys, for the 100% gone up there. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. And then we have in here, we have tiny bit of copper wire here. Nothing to write home about now, but look at, as the way I look at it is I take everything off of I completely microscope every single thing I take apart, guys. Not one thing gets thrown out. Look at that little spring of copper, like. But it does add up, guys. All these bits of copper adds up. That there now I can sell that as a bright and shiny. I can put it in a bag with bright and shiny. I get €7 and 50 cents a kilo for that off of my yard. Do you know, it's different stuff. It all adds up, guys. It all adds up, like, big time for me. Guys, thanks so much for coming in tonight. I know you're all doing your own stuff and all that, but I really appreciate you all coming in. Really do. It helps. It helps with your channel by people coming in and looking at you. Like, it's a different story. You come on here now and there's no one watching you. Like, at least you know someone is watching you. Do you understand me? It's the way I look at it anyway. Little tiny bit of aluminium there now again, and just cut that all off. It's tinchy, right? It's tiny, but it adds up. Same with brass, anything at all. Like, I had a bucket of brass not so long ago. I went to the scrapyard, 5 kg bucket of brass, not weight now, 10 litre bucket they call them in Ireland. See, I got one here, one of these types, you know, curry bucket they call them, but at all brass, full to the heels of brass. €110 was in it, and that was, that was bits of brass that I was picking up here, there and everywhere. Just tinchy bits of brass. Like that there is the European sockets, plugs. It's 4.5 kilo pure yellow brass in that. Do you know, like, as I said before, like, you have the normal household plug. Here she is here. There's only plastic in this one here, but this one, them 3 pins there, you would cut that off, which I will be cutting it off. Cut that off, sell it to the scrapyard. You get 1 cent for it, like that. You get the 3 pins out of the inside of it, and you get 8 cents just by taking out the 3 pins. You actually get 7 cents profit by just doing that. So you had a couple of hundred of them, guys. Like, 4.5 kilo on that. Joe, and if you were to melt that down and sell it on Etsy, you get €20 a kilo for brass. You know what I mean? At the moment, that's only worth about €22, 22 or €24 on the scrapyard today. You get €90 if you melt it down. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, working on putting my car back together, which I enjoy. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. It's nice to see just people actually watching stuff what people are doing. You know what I mean? You know, when you're doing, I know you're you know, it's great to see the people out coming on board and watching what people are doing. You know what I mean? Like, look at all that epoxy and all that now, look. Look at that. Pure and utterly rubbish. I just put off a tiny bit of that. That's it. That's enough. That'll be sold like that. Okay. 40 cents a kilo today, guys, for motors. Like, they add up, guys. They add up big time. Look, I have these here. I have the massive, these ones, the 10 litre buckets. These ones, they're called 5 gallon buckets. I think they're massive buckets, guys. Right? I have 8 of them, full solid. I can't even lift them with these. This is another one starting off now. I'll go through them and clean off all them. This one here, massive. All them, guys, I go through all them throughout the whole winter, and I strip every one of them down, get all the good copper goodness off of all them, guys. And any that I can't get off, which I will get off of them all, but any I can't, I can still sell for 40 cents a kilo. Do you know what I mean? I know there's a kilo in that for 40 cents, but no way would I sell that for 40 cents. If you understand what I'm saying to you. They're way more than copper, 40 cents copper now. Anyways, that's the way I do everything. Everything is in different pots. You know what I mean? Every single thing is in different pots. That's the way I have every single, you know what I mean? I'm in the middle of the process of cleaning up the shed as it is. But I started off last January, and I started at the door the whole way in. And I got phone call after phone call after phone call all year to collect this, to collect that, to collect the other. You know what I mean? Collected a load of stuff I did. But yeah. Do you know what I mean? All this copper, guys. Bits and pieces here, there, and everywhere. Adds up big time, guys. You know what I mean? Copper here and copper there. Every bit of it adds up. You know what I mean? But yeah, I get phone calls all the time to come collect stuff. I mean, I have the same people all the time. I have to get stuff. I have a good client of mine there, Ross Mulhall, of Clients Repairs in Carlow, Uncle Kenny. He gave me an awful lot of stuff this year, and he rang me the other day to come down for another load. So it's great, grateful to him for it. Here's another one. Let's hit this one a slap and see what's in it. Sorry guys, if it was too noisy in your ears there, but see, when I'm taking it apart this way, they're kind of breaking as I'm doing it, you know. There, look at that. Another transformer for the bucket. Below on the bucket in under. Here's a tiny bit of aluminium. I know there's people out there that wouldn't even look at this, what I'm doing. They wouldn't even look at it. Catch it and throw it straight to the shred, but look at it. I see the difference in all the micro scrapping that I'm doing, guys. You wouldn't believe the amount of money that you're making extra by micro scrapping. It's unreal. You wouldn't believe the amount of money. Now that's the truth. Thanks guys for coming in tonight. I really appreciate you. And that's the truth now. Another MOSFET. Guys, the MOSFETs add up big time, like. My yard was giving me, through the summer they're gone, it was 22 cents a kilo for shred. And I asked my yard what would they give me for MOSFETs, and he said you'd have to throw them into the shred pile. And I said I'm not throwing MOSFETs into the shred pile for no one. And I said, what can I do for you? So I came up with an idea. I decided to incinerate them, and incinerate them, brought them back to him. Perfect. And he said, I'll give you €7 a kilo for him now. You wouldn't believe it, like, you know, 22 cents I was getting a kilo. I upped it to €7 a kilo by incinerating them. Just taking off that little black bit of plastic off them. I have some here behind me and I'll just show you exactly what the plan was. Now, that there is about 4 kilo MOSFETs. right? Or 5 kilo MOSFETs, right? Give or take about €1.10 is all he was giving me for that. I said under no circumstances I even get them, don't even look at them, I said. So I decided to incinerate him and bring him back down to him. As you can see here, there's good, I weighed them a while back. There's a good €4, €4.50 in that. Just that little small bit there. That's all I done was incinerate them. Simple as that. Like that there now is going to be worth to me 4 or 5 7 €35 from €1.10. That's worth €35. Do you see the difference in what you can do, guys, by communicating with the scrapyard? Do you know what I mean? Like, look at the thickness of the copper in them, like, you know, good thick copper. Do you know what I mean? It's all about a matter of talking to your scrapyard, guys. Do you know what I mean? Copper, like, good solid thick core copper in them, like. It's all about talking to your scrapyard and getting that. Ask them what way they want them. Don't have them telling you what way you want them. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because I could have given them away for €1.10 if I was stupid. With no more than one way of skinning a cat. Okay, guys, it's all about talking to your scrapyard, communicating. And communicating with your scrapyard, and then at the end of the day, guys, they will tell you whether they want them that way or not. Now, do you see the likes of this here now? My yard in Ireland, they don't do dirty brass, right? See that black on that? That has to come off it. That has to come off it. I just get that off with a box knife in a few seconds. I mean, but it doesn't matter. Even that, quick clean off with a box knife. That's all I have to do, guys. Show. Now, plastic. And then we have 2 bits of copper wire here. Bit of wire here. Oh, them tiny, tiny bits of wire out there, guys. Big time. How's the car going for you anyway? Or what type of car is it that you're putting back together? Won't be long till Santi's here, guys. Only around the corner by 3 weeks' time, give or take. 3 weeks' time till the man with the beard is here. Guys, thanks so much for coming in tonight. I really appreciate it. I just came on live tonight just to have an old chat with people and, you know, break down a bit of stuff and communicate at the end of the day. That's what it's all about, guys. I mean, nice copper, like bits and pieces of copper here, there and everywhere. Just cut it all off and wind it all off, sure. Now, tiny little black one there, take off them as well. And as you can see, that board is completely done now, and that board can be still thrown into the shred pile for me. That board is done completely. Nothing else on it, clean as a whistle. Straight into the shred pile that can go. I'll find out in a minute, don't worry. But that's the way I do everything, guys. I break down everything, all that there will be all gone through. No bother at all, insert that in its own rifle boxes. Myself, don't want to heat over my silver. Put that there. But all that to be all done, this little hairdryer, guys, little hairdryer. Let's cut that off, get off these screws over to show you exactly what's in the normal screw or plug. These are steel. Pull it off. Nice lump of brassy goodness. And we push this off here, pull out this here, off this here. Why I'm taking this out here is because this here is going back in here. As you can see. And I'm going to pull back out that little bit of brass. It's a tiny bit of brass, guys, but it adds up. You have 1,000 of them plugs. Them tiny little bits of brass is a lot. Give yourself a merry little Christmas. Do, do, do. See? Look at that. There's a nugget of brass at the end of the day, guys. As simple as that. It's so easy to get them out of it. So all you have to do is get them out of it, and that's it. Like, pull out your little fuses, take off your tiny little plugs here. Screws. And even this, I go as far as you can see here, brass, copper. I cut off the copper because brass is worth, or copper is worth more money than brass. I just cut that just straight off here, like that. See? And now I have brass and copper. And in here we go. Cut this off here, and this here is €2 a kilo today. Household cable. This here, there's a tiny little switch in this, little heater in this. That'll go into the shred pile as it is without touching it. Leave that as it is. I can throw that straight into the shred pile. Not a problem whatsoever. This here is a curling tongs, as the fella says. Cut that off, wear it off. Cut this here off, and that go into the plug soup. Just pull it all apart, and another pile of cable. I love things about all these curling tongs and all that. You get an awful long length of cable of them. That there can go straight into the shred pile as well. Inside is probably a motor. I'll tell you what I do. I'll hit a slap here and see. I'll hit a slap with the hammer and see what's in it, okay? Go the extra mile, don't we? We go the extra mile all the time, don't we? You have a heating plug in here, you have a couple of little motor here with a tiny little fan on it. And this is the one that does all the drying. So we cut that off like so. Cut that off like so. And there's your little motor. And what else is in that? What else is in this here? You have a tiny little switch here, this here, little tiny switch here, so there will be a tiny bit of silver in that lad. Okay, we'll get to him down the way, as the fella says. And then we have cut off these little tiny bits of wire, and as you can see, there's a tiny little strip of brass in here, and here, and here, and here. I'll just cut off all them as well, get them off myself in my own time. Another micro scrapping job. Cut off the bits of wire with them here. And in here we have another bit of copper, I would think. There could be a capacitor for all the world. You know, I just go in, I always open up stuff to see what's in them, guys. Do you know what I mean? Just to see what's in them. Because if you ever get one again, you'll know yourself what's in them, won't you? No, that can go into motors, it's Irish. It's Irish in motors. Simple as that. Cut off them little tiny bits of wire, they all add up. Shred. Bit of plastic, I mean, the way it adds up, guys, big time, doesn't it? Pull on that there, small pull on that. Get them off it as well. Little tiny screws. The ones as Phillips is actually shred, and the ones as normal flathead is brass. Okay, that's how you know the difference in them. So all I'm going to do here now is just going to go after a little bit of black off the end of the plug here. So I'm going to do with a little box knife, like that, and down along it, the sides, and push it off, and that's it, done. So I mean, clean brass. Same again, clean brass, and the top of that is copper, so that's to go off it. And now, this here, she's non-magnetic. I would think she's stainless steel, but there's a bit of wire on it here, so I'll try to see can I get it out of it. And if we're not able to get it out of it, we'll just give it into the, put out that pin. Stainless steel. That there, I'm going to your dirty copper, burnt copper. Sometimes they allow me to throw it in there with that as well. That's actually a tiny bit of brass. Hit that with a foil and see what it is. If I can find my file. That's a right thing, guys. I bought that during the week. It'll I'll show you what it's like. Actually, it's very good. See that copper there now, look. It's very thick copper now, that is very thick copper. So all you do is push it over like that, right? See that? Right job altogether. I mean, I'd be right job now for doing the cutting up all the copper now. There's so much copper I have to get ready. So at the end of the day, it has to be done. I have a lot of stuff to do in copper wise, the fellow says. So this here is just a matter of getting all this stuff off, cleaning it up, micro scrapping, and all out. At the end of the day, the micro scrapping. I love micro scrapping, guys. Really do. Really do. anyone after coming in there. It's not copper. I can't believe it's not copper. So brass, copper, fuse as well, lads. I have so many fuses, I just break them up as well. I mean, so many fuses. There's another one of them guys, look. Look at the shine on it, like. What kind of a shine is that? It doesn't even look like brass, like it looks a lot shinier than brass. You understand me? I have to check that out. Little bit of copper here on this side is here. Tin coal copper again. And throw it into your box. Bit of shred. Copper. Little bit of brass in that now as well. We'll get it over. It's a tiny bit of brass, guys, but she's nothing to be sneezed at. You know what I mean? Like, look at that. That there is shred. Does any of you microscrap, guys? Any of you at all microscrap? Or would you be into it at all, or is it time consuming, or what it is? I just do it all the time, microscrapping. Every Saturday I microscrap. It's just a thing I have. It's every Saturday I microscrap. It's just the way it is. It's not for everyone. Microscrapping is not for everyone. Another MOSFET. And a bit of copper, a bit of aluminium, a bit of steel, a bit of aluminium. Tiny more, another MOSFET over here to be coming off. That's just clean already, look. Plastic came off it. Right there, look. So I go into my tin coal copper. Because it's not after showing the copper, but it's okay. It's okay. It's there. Yeah, there's a lot of things, alright, but yeah. I microscrap every single thing. I get 100% of everything I take apart. Right? As in, my plastic is free to go to my scrapyard, or not my scrapyard, but my recycling place. It's free for me to recycle plastic, so I don't get charged for plastic. And every single thing else is 100% is completely cash in the bank. Okay. That's the way it is with me. I completely scrap out every single thing to the bottom, from start to finish. You understand? Like, there's no waste whatsoever. Like, isn't there a little motor? No waste whatsoever have I got behind my head. You know, you give me in a microwave, one of the old type microwaves or anything like that. I break that down to bris. Like, I mean, like the old microwave I was able to make was €7, €7.50. Small little ferret. €7 or €7.50 I was able to make on an old microwave. because they were copper transformers in them. But nowadays you won't make that on a microwave. You'll only make about, I'd say, about €3 maximus. I'd say you'd make on a microwave now about €3. I mean, but that's the way it is, guys. Is you have to just put the good with the bad, and I mean, bits of copper wire here now. Try back behind me, another bucket behind me. Tiny bits of copper wire here. Yeah, just stay going and stay going and stay going at it. That's all you have to do. Or I get, you know what I mean, as I said, like the full whack I get of every single thing I take apart, guys. Everything. That's where you make a few pound extra, because, you know what I mean. I went into the scrapyard last Saturday, and the yard manager came in, the owner came in, he said, look after Patrick, he's very good here, he has a lot of clean stuff. Do you know what I mean? He knows I bring in good stuff, guys. I mean, everything is pure clean when I bring it in. I don't bring in dirt. And they actually do look after me down there. Just do look after me big time, guys. There's another bit of brass in that now that's coming over. That's a fine chunky knuckly brass. So out you come now. And how hard was that just to push that out? Look at that. Nice mug and look at the brass. There's another tiny little I usually get these ones here. I usually just get the side cutters at them. Tiny little side cutters at them like that. And there you are off already. Look. And that's a nice little bit of brass, guys. I'm saying, like, it's so easy to do it. Or a bit of thing called copper, a bit of shred. When you get so used to doing stuff, you know exactly what's in everything. You know what I mean? You know exactly what's in everything, guys. See that? They just nip off then like that. There's another piece of brass. It's all about the little handy dandy magnet. If you have the handy dandy magnet, you have everything, guys. Just tip around like that then. Take off your few screws, throw your screws into your shred pile, and that's all you have to do. Simple as A, B, C, and D. So I'm saying, like, it's so easy. So easy to sort out stuff. The best of stuff here, like. I use the yard in Carlow, actually, down the road, a good bit down the road, about 30k from me. I use that yard. It's very good. Very good prices. And to do look after me now. They're very good yard. Do you know what I mean? That's the way it is, guys. You have to look after yourself, look after the yard. You know, look at that tiny bit of copper, but look at it's copper, it's copper, it's copper. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the way it is, guys. This is the kind of the stuff, the jizz is the stuff I'd be doing here, like tiny bits, and I get so much out of stuff. You wouldn't believe it, like. You know what I mean? You just couldn't believe the amount of stuff that I get out of scrapping out stuff. Like, it's unreal. Simple as that. It's unreal. As you can see me turning around there behind me, I have a box behind me and every single thing is separate. You know, buckets and all that behind me. Every single thing has its own rightful spot. You know what I mean? You could be throwing stuff behind you there all the time and you wouldn't realise it, the amount of stuff. After you turn it around, and the bucket will be nearly full. I mean, that it's everything and anything, guys. I just microscope everything and anything. Like, as you know, like a Hoover and stuff like that, there's not much to be had in a Hoover, but I still break it right down, off with all the plastic, off with everything like that. And as you can see there, look at it. A bit of steel, but you can see the way it just adds up, guys. Bits of shred. Now all you want is a little handy dandy magnet, and that's the way to do it. Lots of that there now is only dust. I mean, dust and dust and dust. This has to be completely broke down further. Bit of copper wire there behind me. This here comes down further out of the system. Unwrap that. This is all got to do with that heating element that was in the tongs there. That's all that's for. Just take off all that. Take off all that. That's for only spring wires, all that is. Hi Dee, thanks so much for coming in. Really appreciate it. I'm just taking apart random stuff, Dee, and it's just kind of more microscoping now and doing anything tonight. But as you can see, that curling tongs, guys, had silver in the top of it. So it's another piece of silver for the silver collection. As silver has gone up at the moment again, guys. $56, $57 an ounce. Silver has gone up. Not too bad to be had. Oh, these are tiny bits of stuff, like, but as I said before, like, I take off every single thing. I mean, every single thing I take off. Bits and tiny bits of brass, and you name it, I do all that. You know, 100% of all my scrap is actually pure profit for me. Pure profit. Look at that. Look. Nice bit of copper wire to be had. I mean, the way it adds up, guys. Look at that. I know it's copper, it's brass, it's everything, but I tell you one thing, it adds up big time. Again, I need to be finished with everything like. Look at that. It all adds up big time. Big time. I mean, I just put a couple of yolks on the table there tonight, and I'm after going through them already. That's the way it is. Like, here's a little controller. I wonder what's in that now. She's an old one of them. It's like the wee one, but it's exactly not. I've been going after the gold pins in the motherboard. I have 2 ounces already. Brilliant stuff, Dee. Brilliant. This is the stuff I collect as well, Dee. I collect all this, but all this pins as well, all gold. I mean, John, they add up big time. This here is silver buttons, all silver buttons. You know what I mean, and all the RAM. The RAM, are you collecting RAM as well, D? Because RAM is up here for sale at the moment. Like, I think it's about $13.50 a pound of a board sort. Or not RAM, sorry. IC chips, sorry. IC chips, D. I mean, they add up. I have buckets of them. Everything from this shed goes into a different part of the other shed, and everything has its own spots. This here, I reckon it's one of them. It's not the original Wii, but I say it's a made up job. As a fella says, there's 2 batteries in it here now. 2 AAA batteries here. Taking into the shred pile with me, no bother at all. There's a little bit of a heart coming off the back of the battery. She's shred. Bit of plastic. Battery leaked all over the shop, as you can see. But we'll hit that a slap of the hammer. Very nice. Yeah, I collect a lot of stuff, D. Oh, look at this, guys, huh? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, as the fella says. But like, just a normal controller. But look at, there's gold. There's gold. See the gold wires there? I mean, there's gold. And there's buttons here, and you have a little crystal oscillator, and this checking under these buttons. They are clicky buttons, as the fella says. There might be gold, or there could be silver. We take off on it, we'll see. But as I said before, guys, all kids stuff and all that, you know, you're going to find gold in them. You're going to find silver there. Bit of silver in that there, and a bit of gold at the edge of it is all. Take a jab out that. Nice gold there, guys. Now, I mean, all that now is gold plating, like, but at the end of the day, it's something. They're sticky, so I just take off these here, clean the board up. Take off them boards here. And that there goes into my small boards. And there's another bit of a board here, coming out here. That's part of the top of that one that snapped. That's okay. I'm trying to start good gold and silver recovery myself, going to learn the code. Yeah, Scrapping Irish over here in Ireland is very good to learn people how to do stuff. And you have Electronic Scrapper there is Savage. I think he does an awful lot of silver. I think, as far as I know, he does silver. I know he does silver. That's why I'm saying, as far as I know he does. But they're very good people there. And if you're ever looking to buy some e-waste, good e-waste, D-Scraps is the person that'll have it for you. So just everyone that you're talking to here will help you out, and that's the truth. Every single person. I said it before and I say it again. I was even on the TikTok last night. I was saying it there to D, but the scrapping community is the best people out there to help anyone out, guys. There's a little controller, right? And here you have gold again. See that? Gold pin or gold rings there. That controller, you can see if you look closely into that controller, you see here gold or silver in there. Just needs to go in a bit further into it, take off the system off it there myself. Let's see, can we get it off without cutting the fingers off myself now, because it's quite small and quite tight. Right here on the edge of the edge of these here. Let's have a gander and see what they are now. They look very interesting too. Little plastic bits there. It's very hard to see because that the battery, when they leaked, they kind of took over stuff. No, it's not in that part. that inside in that there's something going on there. Whoa, see that? Went flying, she did. Now, there she's off. See? And that all goes into my little gold recoveries then. All small stuff like that. All about opening up every single thing I have. So what I do, I go into every single microscrap, every single thing. There it is there. Little bit of brass, and there's little silver nuggets on top of it. So not too bad. Bit of shred. And as you can see, another full tub of pure and utterly recycling for the scrapyard. Seriously, little brass pins in this. See? Nice bits of brass here. They're tiny, but look at, they're brass. Then there's the day they're brass. Ali Cats, thank you so much for coming in. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, the man in the shed. Thank you so much for coming in. Just breaking up a small bit of stuff in here, micro scrapping and all that. Getting rid of a bit of stuff I had there on the shelf or on the bench there in the way in. I said, why not do it? And put on another live and have a chat with a few people. Do you know what I mean? As I said, everyone is there to be listened to in life. That's the way it is. So, as I say, like, these are the tactile switches, like these ones here are tactile switches here. And these are the other ones. These are all the switches, little tactile switches that comes off of, you know, like the Sky controls and the Sky buttons and, you know, every little tactile switch like that. Anything with a little click at all on it has got silver in it. Like little tiny tactile switches. I mean, so all of them has all silver in them. Every one of them. So what I do there now is I have these ones here. These ones here completely cleaned down and they're ready. And there's your silver buttons in there. Do you see that? There's your silver in there. I mean, and all of them look full to the hills, clean and ready. No steel, no nothing on them. They're just ready to go the extra mile, as the fella says. It's all about the extra mile with it, guys. That's the inside of the plugs with no screws. That's the inside of it. You see people just pulling off these. As you can see, that broke. But lads be pulling off just this and this, that's plastic. All this is left inside in it, guys. I mean, there's an awful lot of stuff to be had in them. In the inside of them. Yeah, now look. Nice nugget of brass. And down here we have a bit of brass. But it's not saying that it has come out now, but I'll get that out myself with a hammer. See, bit of copper wire left in it. But all that'll all come out of it for me, no bother at all. I'll get all that out. There will nothing going out here in plastic. That's the way it is in this shed. Nothing goes out only plastic. Sundays. The way I look at it, guys, it's hard enough to be getting stuff, you know, or no one giving it away for nothing. See that now? Look at all that's in there. Do you know what I'm saying? It's there to be taken out of it, guys, so why not take it out of it at the end of the day? There's out completely, look. Nothing, honey, pure plastic. And that there can go into the cable as it is. But that little knob on the end of it, bit of weight. End of the day, it's a bit of weight. It's not good. You're not going to get in trouble for it. End of the day, it's a bit of weight, guys. Yeah, well, it's so true, Ian, but you'll get there. Don't worry. You will get there. I have tons and tons and tons of boards. Tons of boards, like I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere now. That's no lie. I have boards everywhere. You name it, I have boards. There's a board here I got a while back. If you can find it. So that's what I'm saying about it. You put the way you put something in your shed, you're going to knock it all over. Boards thrown everywhere. But anyway, I have something here. Hang on. These are PlayStation 2 boards. Like they're a Savage board, guys. Savage. Look at gold here. Nice flat packs here. IC chips here. All the other end of it then. Look at this. Cream of the crop. Gold corner BGAs. Nice chip here. And yeah, these chips here with the windows in them. Nice IC chips here. Even what holds in the battery is actually gold as well. Okay. Another one here as well. That's the PlayStation 2, guys. Savage board in them. Hang on, I have a better board than that if I can find it. If I can find it. There we are. Look at the gold on that, guys. See that for gold. That's the Wii controller. Look at that. It's all gold all around it. And you have all here, gold here, all here, gold here, gold here, gold in this here. This chip here, gold in here, gold here, gold here, gold here, here, even where the battery was in, it's gold. Do you know what I mean? A savage board, like the Wii controller. Do you know what I'm saying? And as you can see, this is the other part of the Wii controller. I've taken off these parts. Here's the other parts here. See these big, massive nuggets of gold in here. Gold in here. As you can see them here. Nice big gold pins there, guys. Here. Savage stuff, guys. They're the Wii and the PlayStation 2. I have the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. I have Xbox. I have a lot of stuff, guys. A lot of stuff to take apart. Tons of stuff, guys. So, guys, that's my live for tonight. I'm about to be on now an hour and 19 minutes. And that is enough for tonight because it's minus 2 outside the door here now at the moment. Okay. Looks like you're getting a good clean bench. Yeah, this is only plastic from tonight. But the rest is getting there. I know over here, if you look over here, this is just a bit of shred in bags and stuff like that, because the other shed is full of shred. I have got to go to the scrapyard with shred. I know it's worth nothing to me. It's only worth buttons, but I have to get it out here. simple as that. I have to get the shred out of here. That's it, guys, for tonight, and I'd like to thank you all for coming in. Time for bed. Yeah, it is time for bed. As we all say, we've only 22 more sleeps to Santi, huh? That's what the poor old kids will be always saying inside in the house when they were young. Not now, but when they were young. 2 more sleeps to Santi. 22 more sleeps to Santi. Anyway, that is the good old days. So, thanks so much for coming in, guys. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the way out, or the like button on the way out, or whatever you like to call it. Just don't forget, if you wouldn't mind, just for the old algorithm, as the fella says. But yeah, it's just the way it is, guys, now. So, thanks and thanks and thanks for everyone for coming in. And I'll talk to you again. See ya, Ali Cat. See ya, Ian. See ya, Lives Off Scraps. See ya, D. Whoever else is in there. I can't really see. Hang on, let me see who else is in there. Lives Off the Scraps. D. Rfarl at Rfarl720. Thank you for coming in. Electronic Scrapper, thank you for coming in. I think that's really is all the names is up in it. Guys, I'm out here. Have a good night. Thanks, God. Bye, bye, bye.